We're here. I think we have all three of us now. We have Mikey, Bitcoin
How
Bear.
are you guys?
Good, good. How are you? And we actually have John's face on the stream tonight. So John's actually in our secret headquarters. As you can see, those are completely realistic computers behind him. There is no green screen. It's all there. He's actually launching some ghostly investigations on our behalf. So, how are you guys doing?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
I'm good. I'm good. I went to the gym. Uh,
What did he say?
He said, "What are you doing here?" Um, no, I went to the gym the past 2 days, so I'm kind of like feeling run down today. Like I was having a little bit of a panic attack, thinking that I couldn't breathe, and turned out I was just having an asthma attack. So,
I mean, but it's legitimate though.
yeah, no, not really. It's just mostly so.
I mean, if you're having an asthma attack, then
Well, yeah, but I could still breathe.
it'll make it hard to breathe. I mean, yeah, you can still breathe, but anyway.
Well, speaking of ghostly apparitions, I can see that my camera is already being an asshole. And it was great before we went live, so of course, we're always worried about it's John's beautiful face on here now.
You're good. Well, you're on stream.
Yeah, no, I see it. It just kind of keeps like blip, blip, blip. So, all right. Y'all got any spooky shit that's happened to you? By the way, we're in the Wendibros right now. We haven't done a podcast together in a while. Mikey had to go to Waffle House and drive in the rain last week, so and then John and I have been playing video games to pick up his slack. So Saints Row, which we're getting ready to whore ourselves out a little bit. We potentially have our first sponsorship, which I'm still examining to see if that's something that we want to do. But
If it pays enough.
that too, we don't want to ruin the integrity of this stream.
What's that?
Yeah.
Y'all have any spooky shit happen? Anything at all?
Yeah, but it wasn't like weird. I got chased by a dog.
I tried. Every day you got chased by a dog. I'm sure it was scary. Was it a
It was
little
scary, yeah.
little ankle biter?
No, he's probably 80-pound pit type mix.
Oh yeah.
I was in all seriousness. This is the thought process. Like, man, I'm too lazy even to run. So I turned around, just and he just kind of quit.
Was it your dog?
No, my dog's soft.
He's just a sweetie pie.
I'm kind of worried about him. He's too soft.
Well, that's not a bad thing. You kind of want your kids to grow up around that.
I love him, but I don't know
But
what
he
he's
isn't.
doing.
But he hasn't killed a man yet.
Right.
That's a good thing, Michael. You know, they frown upon that.
Yeah, I was worried. I didn't know if I was going to have to neuter him or whatnot, but no, his temperament's really good. He's a good dog.
You haven't neutered him?
No.
Damn
I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
You gonna breed him?
No, I'm just going to keep him intact.
I can't say much. So Chester was intact before he passed away. So.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be all right.
Yeah. Chester actually was medically prohibited from having his balls removed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
That's a good line to give him.
Yeah. That's the silliest thing in the world. We had to actually present his paperwork saying that he was not allowed to have his nuts removed to an apartment complex. Chester was just sitting there smiling. He's like, yeah, well, yeah. So Charlie, on the other hand, not so much. So he didn't get so lucky. So that was the shitty part. The moving that apartment, Charlie had to get fixed, and then Chester didn't.
Yeah.
Well,
some dogs have all the luck.
John, what kind of spooky thing happened to you?
It wasn't really spooky, but so like every day when I leave work, I call Lily just to make sure she doesn't need anything on the way home because coming from Rogersville, so. And she didn't answer. I was like, well, she must be asleep or something. And then I get home and she's like, she's lost her phone. I was like, well, did you check the truck? But she was like, no, I think I left it at my parents'. I was like, did you check the truck? She was like, no. And I was like, I'm gonna go check the truck, and it was out there. I just had a hunch. Because it's the armrest in that truck. If you don't have it down, then it just slides right underneath it. So.
Great story, John.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna write it down and become a millionaire.
Don't be an asshole, Michael.
I'm actually gonna make a graphic novel.
With AI?
You're going to make a graphic novel with AI? Is that what you said?
Does that mean that... We're not going to get into that.
What, AI? I think we talked about AI. Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Okay, Doug, what's the topic tonight?
What is the topic tonight? There is no real topic. In fact, we thought we would do something differently. Wasabi, hello, welcome to the chat. Does everything look good on your end? John's on the screen tonight, so hopefully everything looks good on that end. The topic tonight is a lot of random shit. Look at John's pretty face. So we are going to be talking about a rusty moon, the end of the world.
Ooh.
And then we're going to be reacting to a lot of spooky stuff that I found online and talking about the validity of it and more than likely none of... Hold on. I need to see how much of a pessimist John is tonight.
Yeah, right.
The nihilist. That don't sound right to me.
You got a quarter? He's got a quarter.
I don't have a quarter. I don't carry change on me. It's 2024.
Hold on, I think I might
What's
have
the source? The Bible?
Yeah, let's see. Oh, I do have a quarter. Let's see if I. All right. Oh shit! I lost the quarter.
Do they have an echo? Is that what you're saying?
I found it. Michael, are you in the bathroom?
No, I'm trying to look up.
She says there's an echo. I didn't want to wear headphones tonight. Hold on. Hold on. I got my omnidirectional mic going.
Yes, it's picking up all of the things.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So let's see. Heads, I'll be a pessimist, right?
All right.
Doug, you can pull up Blood Moon Prophecy, by the way, on Wikipedia. It shows the biblical.
Oh, it's heads. Uh-oh. I gotta be a pessimist. Unless it's just is really
Yeah, they're probably
really
going through
good.
my mic too. I was trying not to wear my headset tonight. All right. You said Blood Moon. Well, let's just go ahead and go into the Blood Moon since we're talking about it. So currently, they're saying that the moon is rusting, and I think the funny thing about this too is, from what I understand, it was the guy who actually discovered this didn't even work for NASA. I think it was just a hobbyist, and he was looking through his own telescope, and I think that he discovered that there was rust on the moon. And they had already said that there was water on the moon at one time, and they discussed it. So let's see here. The moon is rusting. NASA scientists are baffled. They have found hematite on the moon, a form of rust that usually requires oxygen and water. Water was discovered on the moon in 2008, 2009, or more correctly, water ice. No oxygen, though. So, although we know that the moon's surface is peppered with iron-rich rocks, there should be no chance of any rust. The clue is in the name, iron oxide, rust, which is why scientists are stumped. How can hematite form in a place where there is no oxygen and no liquid water? How is the moon corroding? Lead author of the research that made the hematite discovery, Shui Li, pardon me if I'm butchering that, of the University of Hawaii, has said it's very puzzling. The moon is a terrible environment for hematite to form in. Why is the moon rusting? In the research paper, a theory for rust on the moon is put forward. Here's a summary. There are trace amounts of oxygen on the moon. In 2007, the Japanese orbiter Kaguya discovered that oxygen from Earth's upper atmosphere could hitch a ride on the magnetic field that trails behind the Earth. The theory is that some of this oxygen has made its way to the moon. See, I don't know. That's kind of a...
I don't know. It sounds legit.
I don't know.
Well, think about this. This is how far the Earth is from the moon. Every planet could fit in the distance between the Earth and the moon. So that is a crazy distance for an oxygen molecule.
What?
To just, yeah.
Really? It's that far away?
Yes.
Yeah, the moon is, yeah.
Was that far away?
Every planet could fit in between that space. An astronomical unit.
Well,
let's see.
That's wild. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's the reason I kind of call bullshit on that.
238,000 miles.
Yep, 238,000 miles. Yeah, almost 239. This still leaves the problem of no liquid water, but wait, dust particle, we already read that. More data is needed to explain the rusting moon. Of course, the research only theorizes why there is hematite on the moon. For a conclusive answer, more data is needed. This data may also provide the answer to another question that is puzzling NASA's finest. Why is there also hematite on the dark side of the moon? Oxygen from Earth, if that is where the oxygen comes from, should not reach the dark side of the moon. Let's see here. You all should flip the camera so it looks like you were looking at the stuff on the screen. Do I not look like her? Hold on. Oh, shit. Brett, now you're giving me anxiety. How do I... Hold on! So John looks like he's looking at the screen. Is that what you're saying?
No, no. On the stream, it looks like we're both looking away.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on.
If you can just scoot our videos over to the other side of the screen, I think that would fix it.
What if you're just looking at each other?
Well,
Hold on.
I'm on top, so
Hold on. There we
Yeah.
go. Let me just lean in and whisper into your. Let's just give you a kiss. This is a friendly. Hold on. Let me see if I can. It kind of looks like I'm looking at the screen right here. If I'm looking this way. Son of a bitch, Brett. Let's see here. Trying to see if I can. Let's see here. Flip John around.
I was trying to see if I could do that, but I don't know
Oh,
how.
nope, he's upside down now.
Oh gosh.
Hang
Oh,
on, John! Hang on! Just don't fall down! Alright. Hold on.
There we go.
Got you, buddy.
Oh man. You're supposed to make me sweat like that.
Sorry. I told you I would never. I wouldn't let you go. All right. Let's do this. There we go. Is that too crowded? Are we doing all right? Put your frame back. You weren't supposed to see the magic happen. All right. Okay. So, do I look like I'm kind of okay? So, all right.
Cool.
See, now I got to stretch John out.
You're gonna make me look fatter. Don't do that.
All right, let's just reduce that. Boop. Boop.
In the book of Joel, the sun shall be turned into darkness,
Did you
and
say?
the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day that the Lord comes.
Did you say the book of Joel?
Yeah.
Joel?
Joel.
I thought you were going to say Job.
Joel. Acts 2:20. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon turned to blood before the great and notable day of our Lord.
And then we have the black metal opening. So I'm just waiting for Doom Guy to show up. That's what I'm waiting for. I think it's.
Could you imagine if he was? I'd shake his hand and then he'd kill me, but you know.
I mean, I think that he would unintentionally kill you. I think like he would just kind of like smash your hand to fucking bits.
Right. I mean, he just kind of moving me out of the way and I go flying. I get it. But
Yeah. But I think like you would go to heaven if you were killed by Doom Guy, because I mean it would be. I don't know.
Well, he judged me, so yes, I'm going to heaven. Oh, he done killed hell, so I can't go there.
Well, he killed heaven too, from what he killed heaven too. We
He
always, every time you get on here, Michael, we always end up in a discussion about Doom Guy.
He would definitely be Kratos.
Yeah, I mean, I think he would completely body Kratos for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so moving. So, anyways, could Artemis provide the answers? Artemis was the Greek goddess of hunting, wild nature, and chastity. She was Apollo's sister and daughter of Zeus. Speaking of Kratos, Artemis is also the name of NASA's. What if this is just building up to be a fight between Kratos and Doom Guy? Artemis is also the name of NASA's next mission to the moon. NASA proposes to land the first woman and next man on the moon by 2024. With the incredible find of rust on the moon, should NASA include a corrosion specialist in the moon crew? If so, then should corrosion professionals start their astronaut training? Tell you what they fucking need if they're going to go up there is their tetanus shot.
Don't get lockjaw.
Yeah, that's right. So, getting into the meaning of hematite. So I typed in Greek meaning of hematite, which actually translates to blood. So the name hematite comes from the Greek word haima or ema, meaning blood, as it shows a red color when cut into thin slices. As such, hematite is also called bloodstone. So, how does that all correlate? Well, and so just to be clear, this is all speculation, but you know how like everybody pretty much all you hear anymore is basically like, and it's been like since we were kids too. It's the end times. It's the end times. It's the end times. Every little thing that happens. I know since all three of us living in the Bible Belt, being younger, and Michael, you went to a Christian academy, and I'm sure that's what we've all pretty much heard. Growing up was everything is a signal of the end times. So this right here, no less, is also a signal of the end times, according to everyone. Now, I do think that this is a little bit more interesting. Like we've had things like blood moons, and
Why didn't Jesus come back in 2015?
I actually saw that in a Google search. That was one of the things that popped up whenever I was actually looking all this up. Uh, so, but I guess what makes this a little bit differently is that you have a word like hematite, which is directly correlated to blood, which I guess makes it a little more valid, I guess, in their eyes. And the fact the moon is rusting is very weird. Now, my theory is that the Nazis really did go to the moon. They built a they built a metal base, and all that's up there is that ancient Nazi technology rusting right now. And so, what we need is Doom Guy and BJ Blazkowicz to go and actually investigate that. And if you really go down to it, this all relates back to Doom Guy because BJ is actually Doom Guy's ancestor. So
Is he?
Yeah, they would actually make sense. So yeah, they're directly linked. Who was the other one too?
Captain Keen.
Captain Keen. Wasn't he Doom Guy's grandpa?
Like, yeah, grandfather or great grandfather.
Yeah,
I don't remember
yeah.
which, but yeah.
So it's all making sense.
Crazy. I love that. I love those games.
Wouldn't it be funny if this is all like just a big ploy and like they're like, psych, Bethesda was announcing their new Wolfenstein game and Doom game. So
I do. I love those games.
Hey, they're all on sale right now on Steam. Very cheap right now.
All the Doom games?
All the Doom games are on sale on Steam right now for extremely cheap. John, I remember you saying that you were going to look that up.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, I think Doom Eternal's $7 right now.
Love that game.
It's fucking awesome, dude. Doom Eternal's awesome.
Okay.
All right. So
what I'd like to know about our moon is, does this mean it's going to permanently be red?
Hold on, Michael. But I don't know.
Give me an answer.
I think you already read this. Was that you read Revelations 6:12 through 14?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Because you read it in the scary voice.
That's right.
The sky vanished like a scroll that is being rolled up, and every mountain and island was removed from its place. When he opened the sixth seal, I looked, and behold, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth. The full moon became like blood. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on how rapidly the moon is rusting. So I guess...
Right.
And I guess what is odd about this whole thing is that you have NASA with all their technology that was not able to detect that. But then you have a place out in Hawaii that just picked right up on it, and so that you could visibly see the rust with the proper telescope. So I don't know.
Well, honestly, it'd be easy to test, though. I mean, if it was the presence of oxygen molecules, they could just test to see if there's oxygen on the moon. You don't have to send men to do it.
Do you see where
there shouldn't be oxygen on the moon, though?
Did you see where Japan actually landed on the moon, but they landed crooked? That's true. Yeah, no. They had the most precise landing. I think they landed yesterday, but they had the most precise landing in the history of man. And I think that they were only 55 meters off their target, but whenever they landed on their side. And so now the solar panels can't pick up, and so now it's like it's dead on arrival, pretty much.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, hold on.
Man, you're just gonna lend into the moon landing fake conspiracies, because I mean,
yeah,
We sent men in the moon, but we do this kind of stuff nowadays? I don't know.
I don't see how they can't say that it was the most precise ever if they ruined their
Shut up, John.
their machine. I'm just saying. I mean, like it's not.
Do you know the difference between precision and accuracy, John?
I'm not gonna pay $29.99 a month to read this shit.
But that's 30 days.
All right, so I guess it was a month ago. Let's see here. That's 14 minutes. Okay, hold on.
The moon landings are fake.
Here you go, Michael. Meet single
See
women.
how Coke fertilizer helps feed the plants that feed the world.
Oh yeah.
Join large-scale battles with military vehicles. The online action game
I thought that was actually an
major
advertisement
update.
for the military because they're so desperate
With the
right
Slim
now.
lander, Japan has made space history, becoming the 5th nation to execute a soft touchdown on the lunar surface. But you can tell from the faces at Mission Control that while they made the landing,
Man, they look
They look so disappointed.
The solar cell is not generating electricity at this point in time.
what went wrong? Possibly the lander failed to settle the right way up, like in this animation, and its solar panels are pointing at the lunar surface instead of the sun. But they're talking to their probe, and it successfully deployed 2 miniature rovers equipped with cameras which could, in the coming days, reveal what's happened and whether it achieved its key objective, demonstrating a precise landing for future lunar prospecting.
While moon rock might not look very exciting, it contains rare minerals and also on certain parts of the moon's surface, water ice. And if you want to exploit that for a future lunar base, for example, you need to land as close as possible to where those mineral deposits are. And it's that accuracy that the SLIM mission is trying to demonstrate.
Unless they can restore power, it's unlikely SLIM will be able to fulfill its mission. But JAXA, Japan's space agency, has done better than others in the current race for the moon. In May, a privately funded Japanese probe crashed. In August, Russia's Luna 25 also failed to stick its landing. Days later, India's Chandrayaan-3 ended the run of bad luck, successfully touching down. But this week, a commercial American mission fell back to Earth, never making it to the moon. But there are more to follow.
It's become marginally
Moon
more
landings are definitely
affordable
fake.
to send things to space, not just because there are more rockets and more capacity to launch things now, but also because computer equipment has gotten so much better.
Doesn't sound like it.
Japan has joined an exclusive club of lunar pioneers, but it could be weeks before we know just how successful it's been. Tom Clark, Sky News.
Yep.
Didn't that guy say that there was ice on the moon?
Yeah, I mean that's been established for a while. I mean they've known that ice is on the moon, but I guess ice. What they're saying is that I guess it takes like literal water to actually like cause rust.
Oxygen.
Yeah, oxygen and water.
Yeah, I mean ice is. Yeah, I mean ice is.
How many-
about the atmosphere?
How many failed landings has there been? Do you think there might have been any
A lot.
explosions that might have melted some of that ice?
You know, that's actually a pretty good point.
Created some water on the surface?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sure it's a measurement of scale, though, how much it's rusting, you know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell, but if it's that hard to see, then maybe it's not that much yet. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did they have like a percentage or like any kind of measurement of how much they like guesstimate or whatever?
I mean, that's the key. Man, you just said the right word, guesstimate, because that's all it is.
Jamie,
yeah,
Jamie, look it up, Jamie.
Fuck you. Is on the moon. Observations from instruments on orbiters and probes found that the moon's north and south poles contain 1.3 trillion pounds of water ice.
Wow.
That's actually a lot more than I would expect.
None in the
Is a
middle,
trillion more than a million?
only at the poles. Yes.
Hey, without looking it up, what comes after a trillion?
Quadrillion.
Yeah. Quadrillion. I mean, right? And then a quintillion?
Quintillion? Yeah. Damn it, Michael. No, I do think that's a pretty valid point. Can you imagine, like, all they're doing is just launching all these fucking rockets up there, and, like, they're just going in their full-on heat, and they're melting that ice, and they're like, how is this happening?
Yeah.
No, that's actually, that's a pretty valid point, actually. I'm just thinking, like, and it could be, like, their equipment going up there, melting ice, getting wet, and then leading to the rust problem that we have up there now.
Yeah.
Damn it, John! You took the mysticism out. I wanted the end of the world to happen. I was ready for it.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. I'm gonna pop all.
I thought witches were in the woods praying that it happens.
You thought what?
I thought there were witches in the woods praying for it to happen.
No,
now, John, they're just melting ice.
I don't know about all that.
Oh man, I actually was like, I was researching like the moon landing the other day, and like like the big consensus is that it either happened or it didn't happen. And then that's so silly to say, but I think I heard one thing that actually made sense, and it was like, like we the first time we ever made it to the moon and we landed on the moon, we realized how ridiculous and how hard it was and how expensive it was, and if you take today's money and what we have now, why the hell would we ever want to do it again? And that made a lot of sense to me. So it just sounds like it's a Doom trip. Doom! Which is on sale on Steam right now. That's why I want to sponsor us, is Doom. Doom guy to sponsor us.
Doom guy.
Instead we have
BFG bros.
The BFG, the butt fucking guy bros.
Just went from PG to X real quick.
I think we've that's the reason we have a warning. You have to actually click and acknowledge that you are coming into the stream.
I don't ever have to do that.
Well, you must have you must have it set to that you're not under 18. So
I ain't no pansy.
The Boofu guys. Let's keep it. Has that more P? Is that P? That's PG-13. The Boofu guys.
What's Boofu?
Butt fuck.
Oh.
All right. So, do we have any ending thoughts on the rusty moon?
Not really, no.
I stand by what I said.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. What they really need is what they need to do is just launch this. If they keep crashing everything, just fill up a ship full of WD-40 and just launch it up there and just let it hit the moon.
I'm gonna laugh when the moon Martians, they just get mad at us for throwing junk on the moon. They start sending it back.
Why would it be a moon? Why would it be a moon Martian?
Because he's a Martian that lives on the moon.
But so he came from Mars to live on the moon.
Yeah.
Well, where else would he go?
We got an immigration problem on the moon too.
How about a lunation? How's that?
That's why he's on the moon. He thought he could be by himself.
Just the one?
Dr. Manhattan.
We got one little emo Martian himself.
Well, Dr. Manhattan went to Mars.
Was it Mars?
Did he? Yeah, I guess you're right. You think the Martian passed Dr. Manhattan on his way to Mars? And the Martian said, hey,
Don't
dude,
turn around, buddy. It sucks there.
Hey, blue boy, your dick's hanging out.
He took a good look at it, too.
How can you not with that big thing flapping in the trees?
Get that little thing out of my face.
Yeah, this is the most serious podcast that you'll ever listen to. All right.
Get some spooky stuff and let's get serious.
That was supposed to be the serious topic, was the end of the world. So, I mean, I wouldn't, I guess we could be spiraling towards the end of the world at any given time, so I mean, it doesn't really, might as well just enjoy the ride.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the world could, something catastrophic can hit the Earth at any moment, for sure.
Well, I mean, look at it right now.
Or
I mean,
maybe not the Earth, but humanity. Humanity, yes. Maybe not the Earth itself, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So.
No, the Earth will heal itself long after we're gone.
Which would be a good thing, honestly, until the next until the next sentient two-legged creature comes out of the swamp.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen that? I don't even know how to pronounce it. Gegla temple or whatever. That no joke.
I know you're not joking, but I don't take glug temple. Glug glug.
Dude, get this. This thing was like buried under sand, and it's like 12,000 years old. So it totally predates anything else we know. You know.
Yeah.
And it shows.
Now hold on a minute. What are you trying to say?
Oh, are you talking about that underwater wall they found? Is that what you're talking about?
It was buried under sand. Maybe it was underwater at some point.
The Earth is only 6,000 years old.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Get it right. Get it right.
12,000 to become round, too.
Yeah. Hey, what do you mean round?
I said it'd take another 12,000 to become round. Right now it's a flat.
The Earth is flat.
Looks like a CD.
I think one of my favorite things is flat earthers whenever they say we're all around the world.
We're all around the globe.
We're all around the globe.
Yeah. They're so stupid.
They are.
To me.
Oh, God. I got to see if I can find it. There was this guy recently, and he was talking about what was... Okay, so did you all hear about like in Florida they were talking about like and this was like this is one I'm like, okay, this is pretty weird, but anyways, like there was what they said were like really tall creatures that showed up in a Florida mall, and I think in Miami.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah.
So what they tried to say is that it was a group of kids that got into a fight, but I mean, like, dude, there were like 20 cop cars there, I think military vehicles. And that doesn't make any sense. And like, I guess eyewitnesses were saying they were like these really tall individuals just pretty much walking, nonchalantly throughout the mall. Well, there was, and God bless rednecks, but like, I saw this video of this redneck. He goes, if you put a pencil right on the map and you right on where those aliens were and you go to the other side of the world, it's the North Pole. Like, it's polarity. It's like, of course you're going to be on the other side of the world. Oh, I mean, I got to see if I can find it. It was so fucking funny.
Makes sense to me.
Let's see here. I don't think I put it on there just because I was. Let's see here. Got videos of Charo. Jon Stewart.
I love Jon Stewart.
Let's see. Aliens polarity.
What's that girl do with that silverback gorilla?
Oh. I don't know. I think she was cuddling with it. Damn it. No, I gotta find it and I'll post it in the Discord.
Okie dokie.
Let's see.
Yeah, that alien would get it. You see her?
Where's the silverback gorilla?
Keep going. He's a big boy.
Oh.
There he is. Look at him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Trying to sneak her some food before Kifu the silverback sees. We call that girl power.
Yeah, that's girl power, isn't it?
Right. The big silverback comes over like, I smell berries. I know something funny's been going on.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Hold
so everybody says if you take the coordinates to the Miami Mall and you reverse them, it'll put you in Antarctica.
No,
It's a fucking grid system, dude. Latitude, longitude. It's a grid system. Yeah, that's how it works.
So all this talk of portals and stuff opening up, right? You change the north to east and change the west to south. That's it. It puts you right in Antarctica. Isn't that crazy?
Except it isn't, dude. It isn't. Have you ever seen a graph? It's not that crazy. I want to be an idiot. I want to be dumb, dude. Because you gotta be dumb to just, somebody told me if you mix these numbers, then that's a portal to another. No further questions.
Now watch this. Watch what happens when I change the south and the east to north and west. Look where it puts me.
Is it putting you on the other side of the graph, dude? Are you on the other side of the graph?
The North Pole. Well, this is Greenland technically, but it's right there by the North Pole. Now, what are the odds of that?
It is a grand system. The odds are pretty fucking good, dude. Have you never seen a graph? It's more than the L. You can go up, you can go down, you can go left and right. It's a grid system, dude. What the fuck are you not getting about this? I wish I was an idiot, dude. Your life seems simple and great, and I'm envious.
So everybody says if you take the coordinates to the
I mean, God bless them.
Yeah, but that's how they all are, though. I mean,
how would you know?
Oh my gosh!
It's like what was I was watching what was it? You kind of sound like Charlie Day.
No, it spins a globe and stops at a random spot. Now, what are the odds of that? Not the same as all the others.
Checkmate, libtards. So, but what was it?
Liberals.
So I was watching a debate between a scientist and a flat earther one time, and so it was, and so the guy goes, "If you look out of the horizon, why can't I?" He goes, "You can see out. You don't see a curvature. You don't see anything." And so the scientist is like, "Well, okay, by your logic, though, you see a vehicle and it keeps driving, and as it's driving on the horizon, you kind of keep going down." He goes, "Where's it going?" He goes, "It's not going this way." And the guy was like, "I understand your logic, but I still think the Earth is flat."
That reminds me. I mean, obviously, I can't test this. There was one flat Earth question that I saw that was kind of interesting. I don't know if it's true or not.
Oh God, Michael, no.
I'm gonna ask it, but we can't test it. So if you have a sufficiently flat plane, right?
Yeah.
And the object is moving away from you because of the curvature of the Earth. It should kind of vanish in the horizon, right?
Yeah.
But the flat earther says, okay, well, how come when I have a magnifier or a telescope that effect doesn't happen? So I don't know. I wish I could test that. I don't know if it's true or not.
The thing is about flat Earth, and like you hear people all the time saying like, they just don't want to acknowledge it. They don't want to talk about it. It's such a foreign concept. Do you guys remember back in middle school learning about the flat Earth theory of medieval times? And I don't think it was medieval times. It might have been Renaissance. In history, though, they actually would show people had essentially globes that were flat and on spinners, and which didn't make any sense to me. And I remember learning about that in 7th grade, and they're like, yeah, it used to be common belief. And then they would say, well, people were killed for believing that the world was a globe. So it's like, I don't know. It's so weird that they think that they're being persecuted.
Are you saying we should kill the flat earthers, Doug?
I'm not saying anything. But
good answer.
But what I am saying though is that it's just so funny to me that the people who were ignorant to that kind of thing, who persecuted and killed people who believed that the world was round, are suddenly saying, "Well, we're being persecuted." It doesn't work that way. I'm sorry, but
I want someone in the chat to tell me.
Well, the chat's very sleepy tonight. Chat is very sleepy tonight.
Well, Doug, so a periscope or a telescope, right? At sea, I mean, Is it true if you have magnification, can you see further around the curvature of the Earth? Do we know?
So you're
Doesn't
talking about
make sense.
that doesn't yeah.
As to why that would work.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, is the effect true?
I don't think the effect would be any different because I mean, if we look through a periscope and in a telescope, I mean, you're still going to have a horizon, and if you're out there on the horizon, I mean, you're not. We're still not going to be able to see past a certain distance.
So you're saying the flat Earther just told a lie? Which
yes.
I mean, that may be true.
Probably, yeah.
I would think. Well, unless there was some weird scientific explanation for the way light bends around, because light bends around things too. So I mean, I don't know. I never knew if he was telling the truth or not.
No, he can't.
I mean, I think that he was probably telling the truth to him, but
yeah, he might believe it.
Yeah.
I'm sure that person very much believes.
Yeah,
what
but
he
I don't believe in what he's saying though.
No.
Yeah.
So you're saying that with a periscope at sea, it's not so much that you reach the end of clarity on the periscope for how far it can see, but the boat has just crossed over the horizon down below your plane of vision.
Well, think about this. The sea, the ocean, is not flat. It's constantly moving. There's waves. Like it's not flat, so you can't look. I mean, there's always going to be stuff coming up and in and out. So it's like,
if you're deep at sea, it's relatively flat.
Well, I mean, but also consider the fact of like nonstop flights and stuff like that too. I mean, by their logic, though, I mean, a plane, if it's going to go off the end of the world, I mean, it would if it were a nonstop flight. So I mean, there is a point A to point B system. So I mean, you're going to go all the way around. I bet the world is an oval.
It's like, well,
it's
definitely not a sphere. We know that.
It has a perimeter of portals. All right, and when you get to the end, you pop out the other side, and you can't tell. Okay, you can't tell that you went through a portal.
You know, out of all crazy things, though,
okay.
I believe in
Truman Show.
I believe in parallel dimensions more than I believe in flat Earth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What do flat earthers believe is at the end of the Earth? The ice wall.
So, man, we are going into like a deep. Okay, yeah. So, flat earthers believe that there is an ice wall, and that they believe that there is military blockading this ice wall that you cannot go to, that you cannot go past it. Yeah, Antarctica. I guess what they're saying is that the world is a lot bigger than what we're perceiving it to be. So, like, what we know of is not the end of the world. It's that it continues on basically infinitely, and that once you get past that ice wall, you're able to like find like and almost in a way they base it in like Norse mythology is the way like I understand it too. Like there's different levels and different biomes, and like you find like advanced civilizations and more tribal and more tribal civilizations. You know, but even that's been debunked, to an extent, because people say, well, okay, I went to the spot where you're telling me I can't go, and I physically have been there, and again, everything can be fabricated. Anybody can just make a video of somebody in the snow and say, oh yeah, I definitely went there, and there's nothing here blockading me. There is a military presence there, but I think that also has more to do with international waters than it has to do with blockading an ancient civilization.
Has anyone actually ever gone to the real zero, the point of the South Pole? Has that actually been explored?
I don't know. Oh, my camera's starting to act up. Let's see here. Has anyone been to the South Pole?
Would that be coordinate 00? I guess 00.
I don't. It wouldn't be 00. I don't think.
What would it be?
Because the zero would be in the middle.
Let's see. Irish explorer Ernest Shackleton made an unsuccessful attempt to reach the pole in 1914, but humans did not set foot at the South Pole again until 1956. Let's see here. Can you legally go to the South? Travelers do not need permission to go to Antarctica, but tourism operators must hold a valid permit. First, a bit of background on why it's legal to visit Antarctica. Antarctica is not a country. The continent is protected by the Antarctic Treaty, which preserves it for peaceful and scientific use. Let's see here.
So they've been to the South Pole. It's not close to zero.
The South Pole, also known as the geographic South Pole, terrestrial South Pole, or 90th parallel south, is the southernmost point on Earth and lies antipodally on the opposite side of Earth from the North Pole at a distance of 12,430 miles in all directions. It is one of the 2 points where Earth's axis of rotation intersects its surface. Historic monument. The tent was erected by the Norwegian expedition led by Roald Amundsen on its arrival of 14 December 1911. It is currently beneath the snow. Yeah, so people have been to the South Pole.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just rare, I guess.
It's very rare.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah.
It's in the middle of an ice desert. I mean, it's,
right here is a South Pole station.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you
guess?
guys?
I can only imagine how nasty it is.
I see the ice wall.
That's the ice ground.
Yep. I bet the thing is there.
Those look like shoe boxes, pencil boxes.
That's cardboard.
Fake. They're fake.
It could be.
Look, you see all that? There's a bunch of cardboard boxes laying outside.
Wait a minute. What the fuck is that?
What is that?
That's
what is that?
It's an igloo. See, look at you see there's a little entrance. Yeah, right there.
I wonder if it's a terrarium.
Yeah, it could be a dome.
I don't know.
Something's in there.
It looks like it would be an alien.
Mm-hmm. Perfectly shaped to go on top of an alien aircraft.
Which, by the way, aliens are not extraterrestrials. They're demons.
Oh.
At least that has been a very commonly occurring theme here lately, to where it's actually fallen angels that are trying to perpetuate the idea that to get humans used to the idea of aliens rather than them being actual demons in order to get them comfortable with them.
Okay.
And so,
because we're going to be much more comfortable with aliens than demons.
Yeah, that's what. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess on paper you probably would be, wouldn't you?
I would be, yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I mean, it depends on what kind of alien we're talking about here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, what is it?
Frieza would get the cheeks clapped.
Frieza. Okay. Well, but isn't Frieza asexual?
Even better.
Yeah.
There's something there.
Do you think so?
I'm not the only one. Don't y'all remember the whole push to invade Area 51? And
what's the fuck Frieza?
The motivation was to clap alien cheeks. I swear to God.
That's true, actually. And they were going to do a Naruto run through the gates all at the same time. The funny thing is, though, is that whenever they got to Area 51, the security loved them. And it actually turned out to be like a big, thing there. And like they didn't run them off or anything. They just said,
one
you can't.
Guy was upset because he couldn't clap alien cheeks.
So, but. I mean, I guess that's the goal is, to clap alien cheeks. You want to carry on your legacy somehow. You might as well carry on your DNA genome through alien cheeks. If it's compatible.
Humans will do that. And then the aliens are going to go back and leave. Yeah. The aliens are going to be like, what in the world?
Every dude on Earth is going to be like, what?
You know what? The story I want to hear is who's going to be the first person to get some kind of STD from an alien?
Man, can you imagine how bad that? Yeah. Well, you probably know. You probably know.
Cheeks, then I mean, gotta be close, right?
Yeah, right. She's gonna get it from me.
And then you just completely exterminate the new alien visitors.
Just like we did the native.
Oh my God, Michael. Oh.
Mikey's on one tonight.
My kid's a native, I can say that.
Kids are, so you can say it.
I can do whatever I want.
How that logic works.
Oh my God. Well, I'm indigenous. I'm 25% indigenous Mexican, so, and I take offense.
You're one of them Aztec, Mayan, Incas.
Yeah. Oh.
Eagle warrior.
So,
what's the next story?
We've gotten so far off topic. Yeah, we've gotten way off topic.
Yeah.
So
let's rein it in.
Let's react to some videos, shall we?
Let's do that.
All right.
I
So,
want these alien cheeks.
well, that's the first video we're gonna do. I got a selection of videos for us tonight. Some involving ghosts, some involving aliens, and that's about it. Ghosts and aliens.
Wait.
All right. So this is from TMZ. So did you guys hear about the Brazilian aliens that were caught? Oh, yeah. So this right here is supposedly legitimate footage.
Okay.
So they're actually saying that this actually could possibly be a real sighting.
What's he looking at?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like something's like coming out of its elbows, like not now, but.
Com o zoom aqui dá pra ver ele se mexendo melhor.
O zoom dele é melhor que o meu. E outra coisa, se você for fazer uma comparação, ele é mais ou menos do tamanho daquela árvore lá.
I mean, that's just John out in the woods.
Entendeu? Ele é grande.
John's not that tall.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, from down below, I might look tall. I don't know. Do we believe that aliens have hair? Because something was flapping in the wind.
Yeah. Do you remember in that episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yeah.
Whenever
I was doing the same thing.
He was like, "Do not seek the."
It had that same type of movement to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see.
Scary episode, by the way.
You know, Courage had some weird episodes.
Yeah.
When Doug and Andre came.
Are we going to lose our sponsorship for this?
We haven't gotten our sponsorship yet.
Okay,
we probably lost it whenever you said that your kids are Native American, so you can talk about exterminating them. So
no,
yeah.
I didn't see that.
You said you were going to do to the aliens what we did to the.
And see, John made it that much worse. I think I think. Well, no, I made it. I put it in perspective, and I think John took it home. Thank you, John. So
You're welcome.
Good
what I
grief.
do. I take something bad and make it way worse.
Cowardly Dog.
I'm just sending them back to their mothership with a present.
Seek the treasure. I think that's what it is. Yeah, right here, this guy.
That guy, yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly what that video reminded me of.
Fleischwater.
I love this show.
Shotland, razor blade, light bulb for the attic.
I love Eustace.
Return the slab.
What?
Return the slab, or suffer my curse.
What's your offer?
This night you will be visited by 3 plagues, each worse than the last. Return the slab.
Ha! Nice try, Professor. Who's he kidding? I can see the zipper on that cheap dime store costume.
Courage, did you leave the tub running?
Me? Oh, yeah, like the snorkel helps underwater.
That makes sense.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
How many windows did he swim by?
Good job, Courage.
Courage. It's a great show for anybody who's too young to not have watched it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the Brazilian alien that we just. You know what's funny? I kept saying, "Do not seek the treasure," and that was actually from "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
I was like, what?
Do not seek the treasure.
That's my favorite movie.
We thought you was a
horny toad.
Go back to that video. I want to see it again.
What, this one?
No.
Oh, I was like, yeah, okay. You're right, Wasabi. That was a great show. Right. Return the slab.
Doesn't it look like it's got like
it looks like
out of its elbows, like a marionette puppet or
that's
something?
That's what I was gonna say. It looks like puppetry because I think I see what you're talking about. Like right there, it kind of looks like sticks are coming out.
Yeah,
so.
I mean it doesn't right there, but that doesn't look the same. That looks like a different. That looks like something different.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see its hair flat. Their hair flapping.
I think it's a doll or something.
It could be. Who knows?
I like the first comment. It says, "So aliens always on their iPhones too."
Yeah, it's like, hey, taking a selfie.
Now this one right here, I think I sent you guys in our Wendibros Facebook chat. This right here is actually considered to be the most clear capture of a UFO. And I think it was done by a model who had no idea on how to do any kind of editing or anything. I know it was on the Joe Rogan podcast, but I guess what they're saying that it might actually be potentially Chinese military rather than like an alien craft, but it is a UFO.
As the plane soared above an unfamiliar region in China, a passenger gazed out of the window, capturing a captivating video. A sense of awe and curiosity filled the air as the passenger's camera focused on a peculiar sight. A disc-shaped object
that's what I thought
about
was
the size
really
of a small car, effortlessly gliding in parallel to the airplane, near one of its wings. The crispness of the video allowed the viewer to perceive the details of the disc distinctly. As seconds passed, an intriguing occurrence took place. The mysterious object seemed to activate a device of some sort, creating a mesmerizing effect. Space and time itself appeared to fold around the disk, as if the laws of physics were being bent to its will. The passenger's video captured the surreal moment in all its glory, a testament to an encounter that defied conventional understanding. As the object sped away from the aircraft, its velocity accelerated to a staggering 24,000 miles per hour, leaving an indelible impression on the mind of the witness.
Yeah, I thought that one was pretty weird.
Yeah, that is weird. That's definitely weird.
Well, and the reason why I say that,
as the plane soared above an unfamiliar region in China, a passenger gazed out of the window, capturing a captivating video.
I think what's really strange, that right there, that is what
the passenger's camera focused.
That's what I think is so strange. And so I guess like from there, you know, you
about the size of a
you always hear about like chemtrails and everything. Like and in a way, I mean, yeah, I believe in chemtrails with that kind of stuff, and I can only imagine, unless it's some kind of like tracking beacon that it launched, or I think they've even questioned Elon Musk about like stuff about ships and stuff that he could potentially be flying around. I don't know, but they're also saying this might be Chinese military on that, which I guess if it's in China it would kind of make a little more sense.
Yeah.
Yep. Michael.
Well, I mean, it would take a long time to get into my full thought on it, because I did listen to a Coast to Coast episode of a guy recently talking about a new mode of entering into intergalactic travel. And it's not really a new mode, but he mathematically solved that space-time is not exactly what we think it is. It's more like a medium.
Mm-hmm.
And that in order to traverse even faster than the speed of light, you really just need to distort the medium, and that's what that UFO, like that video said, that it seemed like space time is being warped.
Yeah.
That by changing the medium, you could traverse faster than the speed of light. So there's a lot of details I'm not going into because it takes forever to get into.
No. I mean, I think it's definitely what she called was probably some kind of test flight. And and to be honest with you, with the size of it, I don't even see it being being manned. Actually, I think it's probably more
like a drone.
Yeah, like a drone, for sure.
But I mean that so just looking at that ripple effect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how easy would that be to create? On your phone, like there's so many.
I don't know. That's
like filters. I mean, it's like.
But right there though, I mean that could have just been.
I don't know
that could have been added just in this video alone, because obviously like the subtitles weren't there to begin with either. So he may have put that in there with dramatic effect. I would say I think the one that I did send you guys a while back actually did not have like the ripple effect or anything like that. So for me, I would say it's probably an unmanned drone, and drones can go like the one that I have. I'm shocked on just how fucking fast that thing can take off. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that I think the first one, you and I kind of said what it is. It's a puppet. I think it's a puppet. That right there though, I would say that's probably a test for something. Sure.
I don't think that you could just, I mean, what you see in that video, even if there were edits or whatever, I think it's possible. I mean that.
Yeah. It is, but
I don't think.
But why is there only one video? Like,
but what I mean. But that was one of the comments on there. Point. Yeah, the comments are on there. But at the same time, though, how many people actually saw it while they were on the plane? I can tell you. Whenever I'm on a plane, I don't really look out the window because I'm too chicken shit, to be honest with you.
I do.
Yeah, I'm too chicken shit. I'm not going to say... I get what you're saying, but, if you're on one side of the plane, and... I don't know, But at the same time, though, why didn't she say, holy shit, look at this, guys, unless it was like a private charter plane? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And who's to say that this wasn't, a leaked video? But who's to say this wasn't a leaked video that was produced by the government? And this is what they want us to see.
I mean, you don't know. We don't know.
I just, what I'm saying is, some little craft like that being able to do what it did doesn't seem so unreal to me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's unreal.
Really impressive.
Not unreal.
Like, I'm impressed by it, but
right.
I believe it's possible.
All right. So next one I have. I couldn't really make a lot of sense out of it. Let's see here.
Oh, mommy. Oh, mommy.
Seems like Mexico's getting weird and South America's getting weird.
Well, Mexicans don't like South Americans.
That's true. The only thing I can think of is like a potential hurricane, but you don't really see necessarily high winds. Like, you don't really see the trees and everything moving, but you hear, like, the shutters and everything shaking and going crazy. And you see the rain. Doggy's gonna be fine. Don't worry.
Spoiler.
Just a Cloverfield monster.
Oh, mommy.
Well, that's kind of like what it reminded me of. And then, like, you see the blinkers in the background. I don't know. It's, and then I don't know if that's a helicopter in the distance or...
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to be. What's Espera al final?
The end? Is that what it means?
It might be the end times. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. End times. Let's see here. Espera al final. Look it up, Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie, get to it, Jamie. Pull it up on screen, Jamie.
Translation.
Oh, that's funny.
Wait for the end.
Wait till the end.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm looking really hard.
see, what was it? I was waiting to see Godzilla to come from somewhere. The attack of the No Mames monster from Mexico. You got another end of the world. People in general are not ready for what's to come. It's sad. This is not over. I don't know, Wasabi, if that would be heat lightning just for the fact of everything shuddering and I don't know. Could be an earthquake, but you don't really see a lot of shaking.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not. Yeah, I didn't see.
I don't know. I think I saw something. There was a comment earlier saying that in the distance you can see Chupacabra on top of a building smoking a cigarette. All right.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know.
Next one, going into the new year. Most of these are from 2023. So 2024, they moved Annabelle into a new box.
Okay.
Why did she soil her old one?
Yeah, she pooped her pants evidently.
I hate dolls.
Yeah.
Just close it up fast. Close it up. That's good there. That's good. It's all right. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. We need to take the doll out of that case, put it in the original Ed Warren case. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Why do you do it? Well, we have to do it because of the movement of the case for repairs. Ed Warren told me how to do it if I ever had to move the doll. And Dan just got recently blessed this morning by a priest, and so did I. I don't want direct contact with the skin. That's the way Ed told me. Don't touch it with your bare skin. Dan, just
I like how he uses a bottle of holy water like it's sanitizer.
Yeah, see, he's drenching his hands in water. In the name of Jesus Christ, Lord, protect us from any evil, inhuman, or demonic entities that may surround this or infuse in this doll. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay.
Oh,
now she's transferred. One more time. Okay. Now she's transferred over. And we're going to keep her.
But you know, if he was wearing gloves,
until we can do the repairs. Now behind that, just to let you guys know, behind that is the Lord's Prayer imprinted, embossed in this case.
All right. So, first of all, I typically think that Ed and Lorraine Warren were full of shit. They sensationalized a lot of what they told. Ed was
what was real.
Ed was kind of, yeah. I mean that is the question. What was real? You know, and Ed was kind of a gross individual on a lot of things, and I don't care who listens to this and who hears that. You know, the movies, I love them in the movies because they're not really Ed and Lorraine Warren. But you know, they actually exploited a lot of people and took a lot of their stories from people that didn't want their stories to be told and didn't want their identities to be shared, or really would show up at the last minute once the cases were already done, and then just, you know, write a book about it and say that they did it. Like what was it the infield incident? Was part 2, The Conjuring 2? They actually were there briefly for 5 minutes and had really nothing to do with the case. So, and then, you know, you have their son-in-law there who's carrying on the theatrics of it. So,
yeah.
Why do they have a weird mannequin's head in front of the box?
Do they?
Yeah, like a beheaded head.
Yeah, there's a mannequin's head and a skull on the other side,
Well, I can tell you why. It's for spectacle, you know.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
And you know, everything in there, you know, they say is cursed, and you don't want to go near it. You don't want to do this. You know, I'm not going to say that thing, and we've talked about this in other streams too, is
cursed objects.
Cursed objects, which is actually one of our better streams, I think. You know, I think that things can hold a lot of residual energy and negativity, but I don't think that they're making it any better.
No.
You know, they're definitely profiting from it, you know, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why they have the Warrens sweaters and hoodies.
Do they ever see why they can't destroy it?
A lot of the times, I think if you, and according to curses, if you were to destroy a cursed object, it could potentially send that curse into something else. You know, I again, you know, that's all, you know, speculation and what you believe, and so I don't know. It's but I don't see why you couldn't bless an object and get rid of it though. So, but I think, you know, blessing an object is another way to give people a peace of mind. I think that once you lift that curse from something, then, you know, no longer does it have any power over you. And I think that's a lot of it too, is psychological. You know, is that you're letting something have power over you. So
yeah, probably.
Now this video was a lot of people think is terrifying, and I laughed my ass off at it. So.
The poltergeist.
So the only thing I think is that the fan is being controlled by someone underneath the couch. I just like how she just yanks the kid.
The poltergeist.
I know, I think it's it's either that or they've got some kind of a clear string tied. It's got like a hook up in the corner and they're pulling it.
I like how she's like whooping its ass with like a stuffed animal too. The comment, the baby is so unbothered. I don't know if I should be. I don't know if I should be afraid or laughing.
Yeah, what were they doing before this? Like, it just like somebody was just standing there recording them, and all of a sudden the fan just started.
Well, isn't that how? Yeah. I was just happened to have my phone on, you know. So.
Yeah, well, they're not even doing it. They were just like laying there.
Yeah. Poor kid's like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you grabbing me by my ankles?
It could be a number of things, dude.
I don't know.
It's definitely not real, or else they would have walked around to the side of the couch.
Yeah. The first comment though is, be careful. A poltergeist is active. You know, poltergeist, the most reasonable thing and again, you know, I say reasonable loosely, thing that I've ever heard about poltergeists and what they actually are is to pretend that you're in an intersection and you have all these cars and vehicles like trying to come in at once, and it's all this interference of energy, and so it just all hits at this one X. And then that's what causes all shit to go awry, pretty much. And I thought that was probably the most logical explanation for a poltergeist, other than it just not happening. This one I feel like can be pretty easily debunked, and this was an alien encounter. Well, I actually, let me take that back. This one right here, it gets a little bit weird towards the end, and there was a reason for it. But a lot of people are comparing it to the Shibuya incident. Shibuya? Let's see here.
Look up. The show.
Look.
The water show.
Up.
Oh, no way. What is that? That is so scary. No. What is that? Oh, hell no. Oh, no.
Oh, hell no. I mean, it looks like the same stuff from that other video.
Oh, no way. What?
Yeah, you're kind of right, actually.
And it looks just like that other stuff. I mean, you know.
No. What is that? Oh, hell no.
Let's see here. I think that there was a reason for it's from the fireworks. It's a smoke ring. No, that could be right.
I know that honestly, that's kind of what I thought might have been in that other one. Is like it was just like a little it spit a firework out, but who knows?
Yeah. What do we got here? This right here is a mimic.
I think that is one of the creepiest things that I have ever caught on camera and that I have ever experienced in my life. That sounds almost identical to my voice. Like, I thought it was 100%, and then I listened back to that recording, and I was like, something's off. Which is the way it goes with these things. It's always almost correct. I was careful to not respond to it, and after I took that video, I walked away and came back later. But yeah, I guess it's using my voice on me now, which is weird. If this is even the same thing, who knows? We have a melting pot of paranormal things happening in this house and to me at all times. Yeah, that was creepy. I'm so glad that I started recording because no one would believe me without that. Has anyone else ever heard their own voice? That's so weird. Like, I've heard other voices, but my own.
So yeah, for those, I showed my husband the clip. What'd you say?
I couldn't hear the voice.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
Oh, okay. So right here at the beginning, if you pay it, let's see here. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I heard hey.
Yeah. That's supposedly the mimic that you hear in the video.
It's just saying hey.
Yeah, hey,
Why?
and it's trying to copy her voice. Is what she's saying on that.
So how do mimics differ from things that kind of mimic stuff like skin crawlers and stuff? What is a mimic exactly?
I think a skinwalker and a mimic are essentially the same thing. In that a skinwalker, they say, will actually copy a human's behaviors, and you'll see, I think one of the most, and it would take me a while to find it, and again, I have to make notes of this stuff. The most compelling thing I ever found, in relation to a skinwalker, it was actually this one dude driving down a dirt road, and it was a pretty good video. And I showed Christy, but it took me forever to actually find the video. But the guy pulls up, and he thinks this one guy is obviously high on something, which he probably was, could have been. But whenever he pulled up to the guy, he was in this really thick brush, and his clothes were kind of tattered, and then but he was screaming like he was being murdered. And then whenever the guy pulled up, it's like his face just was not, his eyes were not moving, nothing, but his mouth was just kind of, and he starts almost trying to be human. I don't know how to explain it, but the guy gets alarmed, and he starts to take off in his truck. Well, the guy starts charging pretty much on all fours, but it's very just exaggerated. It could have been a fake video, but to me, I felt like there's something, and again, I think he was probably screwed up on something like meth or whatever. I don't know. But there was something really bizarre. It's very uncanny valley, and I think that's why the video messed with me so much. I believe that the dude recorded something weird. This right here, I think I've seen other videos of her, and I think that she's always making videos like this. So again, I'm going to call probably
Morgue's Hauntings.
Morgue's Haunting. I would assume it's probably mostly bullshit. Especially 663,000 followers. Oh, yeah. Wake up, come on.
So recently my husband and I were chased by something in the woods of the Appalachian Mountains. And I pretty much already decided that I was not going to share this story on here. I didn't want to bring energy to it, and it's caused a spiral effect of other paranormal things to happen since it happened.
Really?
So I was just going to let it go. But I got to thinking, I need to tell you guys this because this is literally the reason that I tell you guys the rules. Because all it takes is you to break a rule when one is close by, and this can happen to you. So here's the story, and here's what I did. It was my fault. So we were visiting my parents a few nights ago. They live on a pretty secluded farm surrounded by woods. So it's later in the nighttime, not super late, but later, and we're sitting outside, and I'm trying to get their dog's attention, and he will not look at me, and I whistled, because I guess I forgot where I was. I realized what I did, look over at my husband to see if anyone else heard what I did, and this man's face is pale. So it's like we have a silent agreement to just pretend I didn't do that and act like nothing happened. There was an energy shift when I did it, but I honestly think it was just my anxiety. So anyways, we're all sitting out there, and then just out of nowhere, there is a scream. It's the most guttural scream I've ever heard. It sounded like a male scream, and it came from behind the house. So we were sitting on the front porch. It came maybe from the back porch. It was so close. So my dad's like, what was that? And I was like, probably nothing. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Just like trying to get him to shut it down and ignore it. But at this point, no one's having a good time out there. The energy is not the best. So shortly after this, my husband and I leave, and I tell my parents bye and walk out of the house before he does. So I walk down their front steps, and I'm walking down their pathway to get to my car, and something is wrong. Like I said, there's trees everywhere, and there's like a field with a bunch of trees to my right. And that is where this feeling is coming from. So I look straight ahead. I know I am not supposed to look to the side, and I get to the car, and as soon as I'm to the car door, I turn around because I hear my husband come outside. So I wait for him to make eye contact with me, and I do like this motion to tell him to like look straight ahead. And so he nods and he comes to the car, he opens my door, gets me inside, and then gets in the car. So we give each other a horrified glance and an unspoken agreement to not talk about it right now, and we drive away. So you have to drive.
Alright, y'all still watching that?
Nah.
No, I call bullshit because, I mean, for one, such a scripted dialogue, and then like the fact that she's saying, I just don't want to bring any attention to it because of the negative energy. You have 666,000. Oh, hold on, that's the devil's number.
661.
Oh man.
660. You're close.
3.1.
666 or 663.
That'll be a video too.
Oh, I know. That I don't want to bring Shut up. Shut up. Yeah.
How come some people get all kinds of paranormal stuff and I haven't ever experienced one time?
It's but that's the thing too, though, is like some of it, like I can believe something, and again, paranormal to me isn't always like, boo, it's a ghost. It could just be anything out of the ordinary that we cannot necessarily explain immediately with science, and sometimes we can. I don't know, but it's give me a break. Sorry.
Shout out to more.
Yeah, there's probably weird shit out in the woods.
Well, hold on. Let me go back to the video. Let me go back to the best part about that video. Let me go back to
recently my husband.
Hold on. The best part about that video is I have never been to the Appalachian Mountains, but I have heard the stories. I've 100% 1 100%.
You fit right in, baby.
Go to the replies, please. I just got to see
100%. Don't know why.
Dictation made it say 100. Oh, yeah, it's because these dumb people can't type.
Yeah.
They just talk into their phones and wonder why. Well, because you don't talk clearly. I don't either. Like, this is why I type. I could not talk into my phone.
It does happen to me, though. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
it is fun. At least they turned right around and owned it. Like, I don't know why it said that, but yeah.
But let's see here. It's so funny though, is that a lot of the times you'll see a lot of like these Appalachian posts, and you'll have people that have never even been near the Appalachian Mountains or never been in the area, and they'll say, "Well, you know that you can't do that there. There's something out there that's mysterious." Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. I'm sorry. There is a lot of folklore out there.
Let's talk about it.
But I mean, just quit. Sorry. Got me worked up.
Shout out Morgue's Hauntings.
Morgue's Hauntings, thank you for the great content that you don't want to bring any negative. You brought the negative energy tonight, Morgue. So, let's see here.
Oh, it's hidden.
Oh, it's hidden.
Oh, man.
WTF.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that one's fake, but it's pretty good.
That's a pretty good one, yeah, for sure.
There is no one standing there, but there's a silhouette, like a shadow.
At this point, anything can happen when you work in a hospital.
Yeah, that's your septic tank backing up, buddy.
It smelled so bad.
That looked like a little girl in a nightgown.
No, yo no sé.
Whoa.
I've seen that.
See you?
Follow for more.
Yeah, it was weird.
Entertaining.
Definitely some good videos, good clips. But
Now, this one actually managed to give me the boo-boo jeebies.
Okay.
And so I do think that it's a puppet, but at the same time, though, I wonder how many times we discredit things as being fake.
Like all night?
Like all night.
All the time. I know someone who does it every week.
Yeah. John Fluce.
What? Not just me.
No, I've been pretty skeptical tonight. But this one, man, for what it is, it's done pretty damn good.
I'm curious.
And it could be CGI. I don't know.
Where did they go? Just disappeared?
Looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean.
Yeah, I mean,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty freaky.
Yeah. Cool video. Entertaining.
Who knows what it is?
Yep, we startled the witch, Wasabi. So this one right here, this is from an old, not an old radio show, but let's see here.
That's Coast to Coast.
Yeah. Yep.
I love Coast to Coast.
Do you have it to where you could play it on, like hold your phone there, right?
Yes, I do.
So,
all right, you really have a tape.
I'll skip ahead in this because it's a fairly long video.
Do you have it to where you could play it on,
I
hold
know
your phone
about
up
this.
to the tape recorder and play it?
I don't.
Art Bell, he ran a paranormal radio show, and he handled things with like a matter of fact attitude. He had one guy call in that I listened to where the guy claimed to be a time traveler, and the guy and Art Bell just completely ripped him apart, and debunked him every step of the way. On this one though, he was pretty, not convinced, but
Art would give you rope. I mean, he really would. He'd give you plenty of rope.
Yeah. So really good radio host, and he passed away. I think the show's still going on, but it's a different host now. Yeah.
George Norrie.
Yeah, I've got it set.
Being with.
Let's see.
Of course, I didn't know that at the time, but I mean, it's like in the movies where you see that horrible crash and a door bends inward. I'm not saying it bent inward. It didn't. But I mean, I thought, my God, 200 pounds just hit that door. It was a big crash. And I ran over and opened the door, and there was absolutely nothing there. Ran across the house, into the bedroom. My wife was asleep with all three cats sitting right there. So I know about these horrible knocks and bangs.
Same ghost, maybe.
Scared the you-know-what out of me.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you play this for us?
Okay, it sounds really deep, and the first few times I heard it, I had to listen several times before I really realized what he was saying.
Cool.
But I'm going to play
you mean there's a voice?
It's a voice.
All right.
He left this voice message on the tape.
All right. Play it. Just play it first, without telling us.
Okay, here goes.
Let's see what we've got here. Oh my goodness. All right, now rewind it. And this time, tell me what you think. Now, you've listened many times. We have not. What do you think it says?
You want me to tell you first?
Yeah, go ahead and tell us now.
He says, I wish we were together.
Oh, all right, play it again. Oh, God, that is what it says. This is like listening to David Oates in reverse speech, you know. You don't...
I know, maybe you could reverse it.
It's exactly...
No, it really sounds strange.
Oh, Sandy.
It's got that clicking noise in the back.
Oh, Sandy. Rewind it one last time. There is no question about it. It says, I wish we were together. So do you have any idea of who that is, Sandy?
Absolutely not. But we did find out after, the house was kind of active, and my daughter went, and she had a little friend there in the neighborhood, and her mother said that there was a murder and a suicide in that house. And it had happened there was 2 bathrooms, and it had happened in one of the bathrooms. Well, I had always never felt alone in that one bathroom. I never used it because I always felt something else there.
I hear you. Now that is creepy. That is really creepy.
Isn't it? It just makes the hair stand up, I'm used to it now, but it used to just make my hair stand up.
Well, I'm not. So play it one last time. Hit it one last time. I want to listen very carefully.
And it's crazy because you really do hear it after she says that. So,
well, what was the story? How did she get the recording?
Yes, I do.
You don't have to
really?
It's been about 10 years ago.
This has been a while since I watched this one.
My daughter was 11 or 12 at the time, and kind of so nervous.
Just relax.
Anyway,
I love his demeanor.
Where was this?
This was in Oroville, California.
Oroville, California. All right.
I'm living in Washington now.
All right.
And she kept telling me that she heard knocking on the wall in this house. And I said, no, I'm not going to have any ghost business, and I don't want to hear this stuff. And
yeah.
Her and her little friend were in her room, and they had one of those real small little radios, you give a kid.
Sure.
Record tapes. And her and her friend would record, a fantasy story. Well, one day they had recorded a story on the tape, and they went to play it, and there was something else on the tape before their story started.
Oh, that's creepy.
On the original tape, it actually was on the part that wasn't even magnetized. It was on that little, that little trailer that starts the tape.
You're kidding?
No. And when I heard
crazy,
she, excitedly brought it to me, and I played it, and I played it again, and I played it again, and then I got terrified. And a lot of things happened in that house after that. I got angry with the ghost and told it to leave us alone.
Did that work?
Well, it basically left me alone. My son was in his room and in his bed, and as his bed was being dragged across the floor.
What? What?
Yeah. And
now you're not a drinker. You're not a drug user.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm about as grounded as I come.
You saw your son's bed being dragged with him in it?
Well, he was awake, and he told me about it, and I went into his room and saw that his bed was actually 3 feet from where
it had been?
Normally was. And he had been laying in it, he had gone to bed, been laying there a couple of minutes, and the bed just started sliding across the floor.
Sandy.
I slept in a water bed, and at night, everyone...
I'd move the fuck out.
Makes for an interesting story. I love his demeanor because it reminds me of Jeff Goldblum.
Right? Yeah, it does. Look.
Art Bell.
You can't look. I need all the beauty sleep I can get. All right, you can't mess with that.
You're going to have spooky nightmares tonight.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Let's see here. This one, I think a lot of people are blowing it way out of proportion, and I think they actually did manage to debunk this. And it was actually the guy. It's a really fascinating video, but the guy is catching light, and I believe that he has a sound system that goes off every time something crosses it. And so that's the reason, like the Sesame Street song. Yeah, it really makes for a really cool video though.
These dumb ghosts don't know how to sing the whole song.
No, that's just their favorite part.
They're asking for directions, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. How to get to Sesame Street?
Go home. I just want to go home. For the rest of the.
They're annoying me. Is what they're doing.
Oh, now it's hailing.
Yeah, which is really weird though, because like now you got a storm and the light and everything. Like so, I do think that it's probably more like a natural phenomenon, and it could just be a sensor going off. It is really weird.
Yeah, but what could cause that? That is interesting.
Now, so like okay, so like in North Carolina, like you always hear about like the brown lights and like will-o'-the-wisp, and that's actually typically a result of intermittent weather and pressure and heat, and so it can cause certain phenomena like that. So I think that's what they're looking at here, and somehow it's just picking up on it too. But who knows? It could be fake.
Could be fake. Could be. I don't know. This is probably one of the most. Well, the last video is probably the most convincing so far. All now. This
one's pretty.
For me, this one's pretty convincing because.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's.
Yeah. Now it's definitely more than like because the videos I usually tend to hate are the ones where it's like the orb that they're like, look at the orb, and it's like just a piece of dust. Like it's a reflection of light, coming off of that. This right here, I mean, you can't deny that it really is light.
Yeah, and what gives it away is you can tell like the light poles in the background. Yeah. Their light is like being affected by the light in front of it. And you can see that. And if it was just like a CGI, then
it's really fucking good.
Be really good CGI, like super good.
Because you can actually see the lightning in the background too. So I mean, I do think it's a result of the storm. But you never know, and it could be it could be a weird frequency that got picked up, and somehow it's just bouncing off. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look it up. A long time ago, the NASA sent
that it came back. Ugh.
A long time ago, NASA sent the Sesame Street song to space. That's not true. Is that true?
I don't know. I know that they have broadcast different like sound frequencies and like sound bites into space, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really cool video, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Of course, you have Kitty in here that says, light beings. They're trying to contact us. Embrace it. Fifth Dimension's disclosure coming soon. Kitty knows. Kitty knows what's up.
Yeah. Scratch that post.
Yep.
That's why she didn't post it. She had scratched that post.
Now, this right here is just for comedic value. I'm sure everybody's familiar with Zach Bagans and how legitimate he is.
This small kitty chair getting stuck on my rear end. Being this small kitty chair getting stuck on my rear end.
What is he, like a paranormal investigator or something?
A paranormal investigative jackass. Yeah.
Okay.
He really does believe the shit that he pushes, but he makes for great. All over the place. He makes for great television. Makes for very good television. Mm-hmm. So, getting into the end of the world. Have you all heard about the biblically accurate angel sightings?
I don't.
And in Mexico again. I actually wrote a post recently where it said, "Why does everything supernatural weird always happen in the U.S. and now it's like happening all over?" So jokes on you guys. So this right here is that they're saying it's a biblically accurate angel sighting, and it's been kind of making its rounds other than TikTok and all over. And I think it even made it in the news.
Con el mío sí se alcanza a ver bien, güey. Ahorita se los paso.
Hey, are we in Doom?
Could be. Could be. So, like, like with angels and everything, like, the actual descriptions of them, are, wheels that have eyes all over them with a giant eye in the center, and, cherubs are actually like, giant lions men with human heads, and so they're actually supposed to be typically very frightening. Now, I think what they actually ended up calling this was a Globo de Cantoya, which is like a fire kite, I think, in Mexico, that actually goes up in the sky. And I looked it up, and it seems pretty legitimate.
Right, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. And so I guess what they're saying is that the Samsung phone that he was using, with the buffering and AI autofill, it was pretty much making it look very organic, is what they were saying.
Right.
But it is pretty neat because it looks like the eye in it is actually moving.
Right, yeah, it does. It's looking around. It's weird.
But the way it moves and stuff too, it looks like, the wind is actually like pushing it around rather than it's actually, positioning itself.
Yeah. It is weird looking.
I like how
triagonal.
Like how the caption says, "Finally, someone with an S23 Ultra."
Yeah, because that's what they had to do to zoom in. I guess that good.
Of course, you have the first comment. It's a magnazone native to the Sino-Mexican region, and an electricity steel type Pokemon. Usually, they will fly up to gather electron particles in the sky after a rain.
Looks more like cryogonal.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
I'm just saying,
sorry, Pokey nerd.
Just say, look it up. Cryogonal.
How do you spell that?
Cryogonal. It's like
I don't believe in the 151, John.
Well, I'm sorry. Here behind no with a Y. Cryo. CRYO.
John believes in like 1,000 different ones.
Cryogonal. Yeah, there it is. See? It looks more
Checkmate.
like that than it does like the Magnazone. Just saying.
I don't know.
We're gonna go.
I don't keep up with Pokemon anymore.
We don't believe in all that, John.
I believe it's all about Pal World now.
Anyway, sorry. Had to
No, it's fine. I really, man, there's so many Pokemon now, and I don't really keep up with. I think here is.
Oh yeah, there's over 1,000 now.
They have the dramatic music with this one.
I mean, it
looks like a Power Rangers villain.
Right? Yeah, the lion is somewhere.
Globo de Cantola. So let's see here. Globo de Cantoya. Images. Yeah, about the same thing.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Yep. I would imagine because like there's the eyeball and that's actually like the flame and stuff. So
that is a freaky looking thing just float across the sky.
Yeah. So, but no. Unfortunately, it is not a biblically accurate angel. It's a heat lamp in the sky. And that's all I got for the TikTok videos. So.
Okay. Well.
All right.
That's pretty good run.
Yeah, I think so. So the end of the world is not, I think John debunked the rusting that with the with nothing but pure failure, we've created rust on the moon. That the biblically accurate angels are actually kites. We prove, or we didn't necessarily prove, but we have pretty much gathered that the alien spotted in Brazil was a marionette. What else did we? What else?
That one creepy thing's probably CGI.
Probably CGI.
It's really good.
The Appalachian Girl's probably full of shit. The ring is probably a firework. The Warrens are full of shit.
Yeah.
Then what else? Now the fan was real.
Well,
yeah, grandma's defending her grandson against that fan. He smashed him up by the ankle.
Yeah. Now I think the most compelling videos that we looked at tonight were obviously, the tape, and then the ring cam footage with the lights.
Yeah.
Can't really explain that away. And the only reason, I believe, the recording one is just because she seemed genuinely convincing in how she was telling her story, and it really it gives that uncanny valley kind of vibe. It's a really weird video. So, but guys, anything that you can think of to add, or anything that we missed?
No, I think we did well.
What if our constant failures on the moon turn it into a blood moon, and that we actually, because we just put rust on the moon, that we somehow ushered in the end of the world?
Well, that's what the Bible says.
I guarantee humans are going to bring about the end of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
so.
Now, whether it will be biblically accurate or not, I'm sure it will align with some great religions' stories, at least in some parts. But
I want someone to take a telescope or a periscope and find out.
Yep. Well, so now, John, we have to prove that the world is round for Michael.
I just want to know if he found the truth.
They're not.
Let's see here. So we got Mexel. We got Joe in the chat, by the way. I just want to.
Oh, hey, cool.
Hey, Joe, and he says, "What a great gift for making it." John's face, and I don't believe rust can exist without an oxygen-rich atmosphere. Well, Joe, rust does in fact exist on the moon. So
they've found it.
Once the VOD goes up, you can watch it at the very beginning where we talk about it.
You'll have to go back. I explain it all.
Yep.
Pay me, NASA. Pay me.
Well, NASA didn't even want to bother with it.
No, they were flabbergasted. They're like, no, we can't waste our time with this. We got to figure out how to get our rocket all the way up to the moon.
John, what were you saying? You were saying something.
What was I saying? I have no idea. I don't remember. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, that's called mid-30s.
That's how bad it is.
That's called mid-30s. We are probably getting ready to. I sent a link in the Discord. It's just called Creepy AI TikTok.
I saw something. Did you find anything on Reddit or?
I didn't find anything on Reddit. Well, I mean, there's a few things in Reddit, but we're getting close to 2 hours now.
True.
Let's see here.
Let's go on an adventure, darling. Time
Oh my.
party. You're the prettiest doll in the whole wide world.
I'm trying to see if I can. Hold on. Copy message link. Let's do this.
That one video with all the compilation video, that had some pretty cool stuff in it, but it was just kind of.
Yeah. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to copy the link. All right.
Let's go on an adventure, darling. Time for a tea party. You're the prettiest doll in the whole wide world. Let's dress you up.
John's face is glowing. Hold on.
Oh.
You mind getting inside the elevator?
No, Grandma, no!
Honey, you was having a nightmare.
You was having a nightmare, you dumb little bitch!
That was wild.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. AI's come so far. It is.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You was having a nightmare, you crazy, silly little thing. All right. So I think that we're going to end the stream. Have you guys heard of analog horror? I don't think I have. What is it? What is analog horror? Analog horror is a subgenre of horror fiction and an apocalyptic fiction offshoot of the found footage film technique, often cited as originating online during the late 2000s, early 2010s, with popular titles such as No Through Road, Local 58, Gemini, and Marvel's Hornet. Lights Are Out is another really good. Yeah, Lights Are Out. I know if Lights Are Out. All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and end the stream. We've been going for about 2 hours. I will say, if you are in the Discord, make sure you drop us some scary TikToks and some, Reddit footage. We are on Reddit with the Wendibros. We also have Instagram under the Wendibros. What else do we have? Facebook's Wendibros. So we have more social media than we do for Captain Bowie, for the Wendibros itself. Again, I think this is kind of like the way we're going to go going forward, because I feel like it worked a lot more organically with reactions and also just talking about general weird news and topics as well. If you do watch the VOD after this ends, or if you watch this on YouTube after it ends, feel free to reach out to us if you have a spooky story that you want to talk about, or if you have anything weird happen to you and you want to come on the show. Absolutely, let us know. I think I was talking to John and Michael today about the Rotherwood Mansion in Kingsport, and the current owner is saying a lot of what you're hearing is fake. So I may actually try to reach out to that and see if we can probably set something up, and maybe even set the story right on what actually happened at Rotherwood Mansion. You're going so far as saying that there was not even a suicide at the mansion, that the previous owner did commit suicide, but that was over in Huntsville, Alabama, and not at the mansion itself. So so it seems like there's a lot of lore to it that may be skewed, and it'd be cool to be the ones to kind of be the ones to set that straight along with the current owner too. So, let's see here. Yeah, we'll check out Analog Horror for sure. Michael needs to show his silly face too. We can't get Michael to show. He's the mysterious guy in the background. So, I will say that, we are at 50 followers. We're trying to get that number up a little bit too, and try to get our viewer counts and get our hours correct. We are right there at affiliate. Talking to these guys last night, we are right there at affiliate, which is really a good testament as to what we've been, trying to accomplish with here too. We've had real organic growth and real viewers and real friends join us, and and our, even though we have a small following, we, compared to a lot of folks that out there that have hundreds of followers, they don't really have much of an audience. So again, we were very appreciative of that too. We actually got approached about a sponsorship last night, involving Star Trek, and then also there's another sponsorship that I didn't tell them about yet, about possibly HelloFresh. So that could be different avenues. So we might be slutting it up and whoring ourselves out here in a little bit.
Borg hauntings.
So we're gonna try to definitely keep the content coming. Expect more gaming videos. We've been playing Saints Row here lately. On stream, we've beaten both Left 4 Deads. We've beaten Dead Island. And John and I are having a blast playing Saints Row because it really is just so damn stupid. So.
Did you tell about the movie?
Yeah, so movie night, we did finally get that poll done, and for those of you tuning in afterwards, and for those of you in the stream, again, it seems like it's been a smaller viewer count tonight. We will be having a horror movie night, in which I guess we got to figure that out. I'd say we could probably have it this week. I keep looking at John like he's next to me. Hi. But yeah, we are having a horror movie night, and that was Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. And I'm assuming we could probably. What day is good for you guys?
Mine's always the same, Mondays and Tuesdays.
Okay.
Thursday's not good for me.
Okay.
And probably Sunday, but Friday, Saturday'd probably be fine.
Okay.
And Sunday might be fine. As I don't know. I just have to get in contact with the rest of the band.
I think the movie's only an hour and a half long, and that's all we'd be doing. So again, that video will not be saved. So if you want to watch that video with us, it'll be downloaded on my private computer, but otherwise it will not be saved because of copyright issues.
Right.
So the only way to be on that stream and watch it later, or you can't watch it later. You just got to be on the stream.
Yep.
So tell your friends, hop in. We're watching Scary Stories of Tell in the Dark. That was the movie.
I've never seen it. I've been wanting to see it, but I haven't watched it. So
I watched most of it, and Christy ended up falling asleep.
Breaking news: haunting noise heard over Johnson City.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that breaking news?
I guess so.
Haunting noise.
Okay, well, here, I found something about Scanner Food just said something. Here's a video. Ooh, go to Scanner Food on Facebook.
Can you put it in Discord real quick?
I will send it to Wendibros on Facebook.
Can you drop it in Discord?
Maybe try to copy the link.
Yeah, copy the link and drop it in Discord to be easier. Because I'd have to log into Wendibros.
Okay, let's see. Servers.
Plus, I don't want people seeing my private Facebook information.
Oh, you don't want to, yeah. Who knows what I've said on there? All right, that should do it.
Did you put it in Town Gossip?
It's under chat, but the thing is, it's a Scanner Food has it on their Facebook.
Yeah, it should pull up if let's see here, open chat. Okay, cool, got it. Breaking news: anyone in Johnson City, Tennessee, near the small mall? Let's see here. Let's get back to. Let's close chat out. Make sure John's back on there.
Yeah.
Joe, we'll send you a link for the Discord. We'll get anyone in Johnson City, Tennessee, near the mall, been hearing that weird noise? It sounds. I swear it sounds like a train.
It does kind of sound like a train.
Yeah, it sounds like a train going over railroad tracks. But then you have the second person in Morganton, North Carolina. We were experiencing the same thing. I heard a similar sound from the video below earlier in the day, probably 6 p.m., a little further north in Johnson City, about 2 miles from the mall. Immediately looked up, never saw anything, assumed tractor over the hill or just out of sight. I'm outside walking my dog and don't hear anything about a mile away from the mall. I'm hearing it here in Woodridge.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So, for anybody unaware, Woodridge is the mental health institute over in that area. That threw me off. I'm right up from Science Hill. Haven't heard anything. Well, of course, what? Spooky, go back inside. That's reasonable. That's smart.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like railroad.
No, I don't know. It kind of sounds like there's a tambourine in there once.
Meanwhile, breaking
sounds like
news
somebody's hitting something.
Reports of shooting. Use caution. Area of the Harbor View Road. Possible standoff at the residence.
Well, stay away from that area. Stay away from Northeast Tennessee. I don't. Oh man. Well, Michael, that was good. We had breaking news on our show tonight.
Yeah.
So, hey, it looks like, speaking of clips, Brett made a clip of John and I kissing on stream.
Oh, let's see it.
Yeah, hold on real quick. Good job, Brett. Let's see here.
Yeah, because I couldn't see. I mean...
Intended for certain audience, boys.
Kiss. On top, so...
Hold on. There we go. Let me just lean in and whisper into your... Let's just give you a kiss.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Oh, man.
On top. It was blocked out a little bit there.
Just lean in and... Yeah, that was a good one.
Thank you, Brett.
Yeah, thank you, Brett. That was a good one.
Y'all got excuse me.
You got me. You got me popped out of the box there.
I'm trying to pop into the box.
Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing.
Wasabi says my favorite is the guy in Kingsport who stabbed his brother because he ate his last piece of bacon. All right.
I might know some people who might do that.
Bacon is good for me. Oh my God, on my Christian server, scandalous. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the hot... Wait till we get to 100 followers and we get in that hot tub stream. Wait till we get to that. That's what's going to happen.
Such scandal we shall have.
I thought you're not about the boobies anymore.
It's gonna be the scandals and sandals, okay?
On Saints Row, I have my nipples blurred out. So yeah, you'll probably see some more Saints Row content come up in the next couple days too, if John's available.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely down.
Yeah, Wendibros became Wendahos. Yeah, we're whoring ourselves out. We're getting sponsorships. We're trying to get affiliate. We're trying to do this for a living because we're just tired of working. But no, we appreciate you guys all coming in. Again, yes, I think we covered everything. But movie night, tune into movie night. We'll let you guys know in the Discord as soon as that happens, and then we'll probably post it on Facebook too. Captain Bowie is gaming, and John and I have been, really playing some games here lately. We've probably been more live now than we have in 2 months. So Discord is getting pretty active.
The holidays were crazy.
Holidays were crazy. Plus, I think a lot of us, I think all three of us were having a life happen. But yeah, Discord is getting fairly active. So we're really, again, I'm trying to be more active in it too. And but yeah, it's going to be getting a little more spruced up here soon. If you know anybody that wants to work in the Discord or wants to help mod the channel and help us build it, let us know, and we'll be more than happy to get you on the team. So yeah, we're getting so big now that we've had our first races on stream too. So we actually promptly got rid of that too. So I don't know. Keep an eye out. The more we whore ourselves, John and I will get in a hot tub stream, and we'll probably end up having an OnlyFans here soon. So yeah.
We'll sell the hot tub water.
Man, yeah. If somebody bought it, I would. I'd even ship it. I'd even tape a Kool-Aid pack to it so you can drink it.
Dude, God.
Lemonade flavor.
A little bit of grundle seasoning in it.
Mm-hmm. Peppered. Yep, make racist alone again. 2024. That's what we're trying to do. Got no home for it here. Even though Michael threatened Native Americans on stream tonight.
I didn't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You threatened aliens on stream for Native American tactics.
Oh my gosh.
And
aliens are not a race.
They ain't no race that I recognize. Oh my lord.
There's too many aliens here anyway.
And then you made fun of me for being an Aztec Mayan. And you don't even know which one I am. And I don't even know which one I am.
Yeah, Aztec Mayan Inca Eagle Warrior.
So, on my DNA test, it actually came up that I was mostly Nordic and Anglo-Saxon. And then 25% was indigenous Mexican. But the weird thing is that I had 2% Japanese and 4% Iranian. And what was, and so what I'm getting at is, with all the Nordic genes and the 25% Hispanic genes or indigenous Mexican genes, I got my mom's fiance calling me Juan the Terrible now.
Juan
the Terrible. So I'm an Hispanic Viking. So Aztecs are Chad, Mayans are Soy Jack. I don't speak Gen Z, Joe. Nord, are you from Skyrim? That's racist. So
Oh my Lanta.
Need you to ban him, Wasabi? I'm kidding. Don't worry. My humor did not take an arrow to the knee. The joke is not lost on me. So, but I think that's where we're going. Now, I think we're going to go ahead and end the stream. I've been saying that for about 20 minutes now, but I'm really going to do it this time. Michael, anything to part with? Any words of wisdom? Do what?
Shout out Morgue Hauntings.
Morgue Hauntings.
Morgue Hauntings.
You got a crush on Morgue Haunting now.
I just realized that I guess she's doing a play on a morgue, like.
Yeah. Or maybe her name's Morgan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a play on a morgue, but I'm sure her name's Morgan.
Are you Spider-Man now, Joe? I don't feel so good, Mr. Bowie.
Oh no. Oh no. Let's not bring that up.
You're getting the Thanos snap. So, John?
Huh?
Anything to end with tonight?
I'm expecting a very nice love letter after that tender moment.
Oh, I don't have to write you a love letter to let you know that I love you.
Well, text then, fine.
Okay.
I want it in writing, so I can read it.
All right. Yeah. If I had more than 4 inches to give you, I'd write a poem on,
It's the motion of the ocean. No, it's good. It's been a great night.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for tuning in. As always, take care of your mental health. Read about chakras and how to balance them. I've been trying to do that a lot here lately. I did a meditation before the stream tonight. I think it worked pretty well. If you're into that hippie shit like I am. And that's about all I've got. Drink plenty of water, get plenty of sleep, and rewatch that clip of John and I kissing as much as you can. So, again, tell your friends about us. Let's build this up. Let's yeah, we watched the kiss on stream, man. We loved it. So, all right.
Next time on Wendibros.
All right, and we're done. Now let's see here.